new life. I mean, maybe the regular season was a little disappointing for some Flyer fans, but you know what? It all starts over again. What's the attitude of this team getting a second season?
Well, I think exciting. You know, I think the Atlantic 10 tournament moving to Brooklyn and playing in the Barclays Center, you know, with the competition level in our league, how it was this season, you know, it really brings out the competitive juices again. You know, the season's long, it's a big grind, but you know, some teams aren't playing right now, and we are. And the fact of the matter is we've got 3 good days, and then we'll travel and going to have a good time. But at the same time, we've got to really be prepared to play on Thursday.
When you look at some of the losses you guys endured, I mean, 1 point here, a bucket miss there, just so many things that could have gone one way or the other. Can you use that as a chip on your shoulder? No, guys, you know, we're 1 play away from you know, from winning every one of these games.
Yeah, I think so. I think our guys understand that there's a certain way we have to play to be successful. And, you know, basically, you know, 6 games ago, we were pretty much knocked on our backs, and I don't think a lot of people gave us a lot of chance, and we continue to get up and continue to get up. And we've had a pretty good finish. You know, I know that the result the other day, is heartbreaking as it was, we're playing probably pretty good basketball, in particular on the offensive end. On the defensive end, not so much right now. So if we can get anything corrected here in the next 3 days defensively, you know, we'll have a chance to have some pretty good moments here down the stretch.
Your team, though, with the way this season goes, it is a long grind. It is tough. How mentally fresh do you think they are? How physically fresh are they?
Well, most of the time when you get to go to the conference tournament, it's a kind of a take a deep breath. It's everyone's 0-0 again. You know, you have an opportunity to get on a big stage and the bright lights, and against a great team in Butler. It's going to be a nationally televised game. I mean, you're going to get up for that, and I think that's the mindset of the team right now. Once you get through all the bumps and the grinds, it is what it is. Right now, we're in a game against Butler in the conference tournament in Brooklyn, and I think our guys are excited to play.
We'll talk about playing Butler now here again, and what you expect coming up this week.
Well, obviously, our first game was so long ago. You know, it's almost like you start watching the game from the beginning of January, and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, I can't believe we looked like that at that time. We were really improved. We got a lot of different guys making different contributions, and we're going to have to play the game a different way to be successful. But I think they've changed as well too. You know, they're one of the best teams in the country, and they really do a nice job picking mismatches and doing some things. So from a defensive perspective, we're really going to have to be locked on individual matchups and some things that we can correct from the first game, and then try to learn more about how they've played the last 4 or 5 games.
And then the difference between playing on a neutral floor and maybe a road game, is it, you know, I mean, the Flyers fans travel well.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be different from a home and away series. It's going to be like the old, you know, Big Six conference. You know, the ACC tournament, the Big East tournament. You're going into one of the most, probably one of the nicest arenas in all the world, not the nation, the world. And it's in Brooklyn, New York, and New York City. And there's a lot of hype around this first tournament. There's a big buzz. So for me, I think as I approach it, the excitement of our team is going to carry over. We'll travel. So I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't have the majority of the fans in the arena when we play Butler, and it's one of the perks of being here and playing at the University of Dayton. We're going to travel, and you know, in some cases in those neutral site games that we've been a part of, it feels like a little bit of a home game for us. So I know this. We're excited. I hope our fans are excited, and to me, I'm anxious to kind of get up there and get to work. But we got a few days here to prepare before we take off.
Gentlemen.